Kyogwala can say once again as we just about a few minutes joining the studio, and we'll be ready to go into the conversation as well. Our Yoruba Nation campaigner, our Tagbakbe, Bofeboko, Ninkomi, Yoruba Nation, it is the only option on the table. And we don't have any other thing than Yoruba Nation. Our Tagbakbe Nigeria to fail. So Taban sọ pé Nigeria ti fail. Nigeria ti kúrò lára ìlú tí a lè máa tanra wa. Ṣẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe ń tanra yín. A lè sí nǹkan tá a máa ṣe fún yín. But àwa tí àwọn àpò Nigeria ti fail. Ó dẹ̀ ti fail kò ṣe kékeré. Failure Nigeria kẹ̀ré. Òun ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn. So ẹbí bá dẹ̀ sọ pé Nigeria ò tí fail. Wá bó fẹ́ bó kọ̀. Nigeria kò lè ní àṣeyọrí kankan. Àṣeyọrí tí Nigeria lè ní ó ti dìbò lọ yá mi. So, and that is why Tashe ń sọ fúnra wa pé our best bet is to pé ká kúrò nínú Nigeria. Torí Nigeria ti fail. Ti fail ọmọdé, ó ti fail àgbàlagbà, ó ti fail arúgbó.
To Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about Sendwave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedase.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911821 or you can visit our website www.welllamb.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamb@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlords, tenants, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. We can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Welcome back to the program. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 7 minutes past the top of the hour. That means that I've got with me the one and only White Lion in the house. And let me say good morning to you, Yummy.
Well, a very good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Archie, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear because we're using a different device this morning.
Yes, loud and clear.
Because I realized that the picture quality hasn't been coming great in the last few days. Not too sure why, but we're doing everything possibly best on the Star Radio to make sure that our people that are listening to us can enjoy, the best of the program every Monday to Friday. And then I say good morning once again, and it's good to be back, with you again, Mr. Archie. Even though we know it's a limited time that we normally have.
Yes. How are we doing, and how is the family?
Well, the family is doing very well. The family have gone to school, and you remember that it seems that in the morning we have to keep telling them that you are the privilege to be here. There are so many African children that wants to go to school, and they're not having the privilege. About almost 15 million Nigerian children are currently out of school, according to the United Nations and the different NGOs and organizations. So, but also the train station had a bit of glitch this morning while the wife was making her way to work, and that means extra money onto the cab that ended up taking her to work because she was already not running late. But since the train is not working, the beauty of the transportation in the UK is one of the best in the world. You cannot, override it. But the moment that there's a glitch on one of the, the network, either through engineering reason, signal reason, or through any other means, that would definitely disrupt the movement, and there'll be more pressure on the road. So kudos to the, to the transport and the team that are working on there day to night, night to day. Because this is what we say when we talk about the connectivity between Benin Republic and Ghana. Togo was a place that one of my friends visited recently, and they have to make the journey, which are quite long journey, because we do not have that transportation that connects the African country. And we hope in the future, when Africa itself comes back to its sense, we can be able to move around. Especially as we saw that the Egyptian border were closing their border for a lot of the Sudanese and Nigerians that were trying to flee the current war. But apart from that, we're good and we're great. It's 10 minutes past, and I'll come back slightly again to you in the studio. It is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, Star Radio UK.
Yes, listeners, Mr. Lloyd Nicotina, North London Studios, I'm here, the South Studios, and we're bringing you updates from Nigeria. Well, there's a lot that have happened in the past 24 hours. But let's start it with, kick it off with the election tribunal issue that is going on, because we know that Atiku, I don't know whether Peter Obi was also calling for that there should be a live broadcast of it. But Tinubu has come to whether to say that they are not ready to do it. I'm not very sure about that. Can you give us a bit detail about that, sir?
Well, the election tribunal that we started having the conversation yesterday is still one of the most discussed situation room, if you want to put it that way, in Nigeria. And the reason for that is, like I always say, Nigeria is experiencing a very first time where we are having these three political parties that are squaring it out within the tribunal and the election itself. It has always been two political parties, for since 1999, when we came back to democracy, and PDP, took a very good stand from almost 1999. Obasanjo was the first, president for 2 terms. Then Yaradua came in. Yaradua died. May so rest in peace. Jonathan came in. Jonathan was the vice of Yaradua. There was a cabal that wanted to stop him from becoming the president. Eventually, under so many, conversation and pressure, Jonathan ended up becoming the president during that time. Then he contested, he won, and that literally means that in 2015, major political party came together, mostly the Action Group, the CPC that the Buhari is under, then formed what we called APC. But just before, weeks before the primaries, we realized that the Atiku under the PDP were not ready to allow the Southeast taking control. So that literally means that people fall back. Atiku did not get the power. The influence he would have got from major political party within his own caucus. Wike did not allow people to vote, for Atiku. Then we now saw Peter Obi also pulling out. That then gave us where we are today. Presidential Election Tribunal, 5 justices that will determine Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi, like we said yesterday. It has started again today. A panel of the 5 justices yesterday have commenced hearing petition challenging the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. As we speak right now, it is still a process. We cannot determine what will be the outcome. We can speculate about it. We can talk about it. But these 5 justices will make what is called the biggest, when it comes to Africa, because we know the influence of Nigeria in African countries, but it seems that influence will definitely be the outcome, because whoever becomes the president will also be, doing a lot in the African Union and so many other things around the world. But as we speak right now, it is still an ongoing process.
Okay, listeners, we'll be following it very closely, and I will be telling you more as things unfold. And let me say good morning to Jones AJ. He said, good afternoon, White Lion and RJ. Jones, I hope you are doing very, very well. We thank God Nigeria has not happened to you. But it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK. Now let's move on to some information that has just come through. Fire gutting the Nigeria Air Force Base. How true is that? Is it true? And have they been moving some private jets from the planes, of course?
Well, this morning there was panic after the fire got some buildings within the Nigerian Air Force Base along Airport Road at the Federal Capital Territory. The cause of the fire outbreak that got at the military base beside the Nigerian Coronation Service headquarters is unknown as at the press time. However, information confirmed timely intervention of the operatives of the Federal Fire Service that attempted to put out the fire. We don't know that, negligence and the fire safety, is not something that is much common in African country and in Nigeria. But we do also know that, the fire that got at the NFA base and the men that are putting out the fire are working hard to completely quench the fire. However, like I said, the cause of the fire outbreak is not yet out, and a statement once our findings are concluded will be known to the public.
Okay.
And as we're saying that, we can then go straight to the Muritala Mohammed Airport as well, where the federal government have ordered the private jet removal from Abuja Airport. What could be the reason behind it? The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has ordered the immediate relocation of aircraft that are stationed at the General Aviation Terminal of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, ahead of the inauguration of the new government, because we do know that, there will be a lot of dignitaries that will be traveling, from different parts of the world. And as we also know, most of them will be coming in with their own private jet, and that means there must be enough room, where they're going to be parking some of these aircraft. According to FAN, said the removal of the aircraft that are parked currently at Abuja Airport was necessary also to enhance the safety of the airport during the forthcoming presidential inauguration. So you can tell that as much as the election tribunal is still ongoing, we also still know that there is still preparation. Like I said yesterday, I've already seen the invitation for the inauguration, even though we've not been invited. But like I said, in as much as the election tribunal is ongoing, that has not stopped the preparation. But one thing I can say is, it seems I thought President have returned back to Nigeria, but I can confirm that President Buhari not yet returned back to Nigeria because of London dentists delaying it.
Well, interestingly, Young has been putting some of the picture of the president actually having a toothpick, something cleaning his teeth, or whether after he's had some suya or some nice meal, trying to take whatever whatever out of his teeth. Maybe what he was doing at the time might have caused him some teeth problem, and therefore he needs to see a dentist, and that delay has caused him not to return to the country. But what? Kudos to him. That's some of the information. But we know that the new president, the president-elect, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, with, the clearing of Murtala Mohammed Airport and everything that is going on, for sure, Nigeria's president-elect, Tinubu, is set to return to France for medical care to boost his health in preparation for the May 29 swearing in. Meanwhile, he has not even become the president yet. He faced the full rigors and the challenges that come with the presidency, and he is on his way to. I don't know whether they're going to inject him with some
booster.
Booster.
Well, Nigeria is is a very interesting country in the sense that we have a budget for the Aso Rock, but like I said, according to the media aid of President Muhammadu Buhari, it was here for one purpose, for the coronation and the engagement with the Commonwealth, but also President Muhammadu Buhari will be in London for another week, according to his aide. Additional week at the behest of his dentist, who has started attending to him. When the president returns, it will be few days before the swearing in of President-elect Bola Tinubu, that is also on his way to Paris, according to information. Nigerian President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is returning back to France for medical care to boost his health in preparation for May 29. Well, health is something that is important. Remember, we talked about one of the African presidents that came into UK, that had a partial stroke, but he was still here. But one thing is, why the medical travel outside the country? Because the healthcare system in Nigeria, where Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State for 8 years, have not get to the standard that it can get that kind of treatment in Nigeria. And that literally means that, both Tinubu, the elected president, and President Muhammadu Buhari, the president currently almost finishing his tenure in just under 19 days from today, because today is the 10th, so we have 19 more days. Buhari is spending a week here in London. We do not know how far Tinubu will be spending, but the Nigerian president is returning to France yesterday to see his doctors in preparation for the inauguration on May 29. According to the media report, Sarah Reporter exclusively learned Tinubu will be leaving in the night, but will return before his swearing in. So it seems that they're all making the last final trip before their return, and likewise before the handover, which Buhari will be doing. As we do know, he cannot continue after May 29 because he has done the 2-term according to the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
But listeners, it's now Radio UK updates from Nigeria with me, so like me for again, I'm not London studios. I'm actually here in the South Studios, and we are bringing it up. Now, let me ask you the question. Are we trying to say that, well, when we talk about some of the health system, when it came to the president coming to the UK for how many months here in the UK because of ill health, they didn't tell us what exactly it was. Are we trying to say that Nigeria has not got any dentistry that is good enough to treat the president?
Well, Buhari argument has always been that he has been used to UK, in terms of his health management, since, after he left as a military dictator after the overthrow of the government. So London seems to be his best bet. Not that we do not have the best, when it comes to this dentistry or those that can look after the president. We know that the vice, Osibajo, had a small surgery sometime last year that was operated in Nigeria by Nigerian doctors, and it went successfully well. But the argument for Buhari has been that he preferred to be in London, where he has been using his medical treatment before he became the president. Not that he cannot use the one in Nigeria, but he preferred to be in London. And like we always say, he was almost 8 months away when he came in 2015, because for almost 7 months, there was no cabinet minister because the health of the president was not able to allow him to perform his function as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2015.
Well, we hope that this time around, Tinubu will not be like that. He will be in and out if everything goes on the way it's supposed to be, and then we will see him to the affairs of the country. All right then, let's start ready, UK. We go back to Yomi. Well, for the Osun State ruling that took place yesterday, Adeleke has been congratulated by the president and the president-elect as well. Can you give us a bit of a background to that? Yomi?
Well, Osun State, yesterday, the final, and that's the governor of Osun State behind there, Adeleke is also the cousin to Davido, the artist that is well known across the globe. Well, according to the Supreme Court yesterday, upheld the decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which on March last month, 24th, affirmed that Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party as the winner of the July 16, 2022 governorship election in Osun State. Those elections came out here because, like we always say, there's always been issues when it comes to each of the states that are running their own election that is not parallel to 2023 or the main election, because right now that means they're ahead of the rest. And that because, issues that has been happening in the past in some of those states like Osun State. But the Apex Court, yesterday judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Agim, dismissed the appeal that was filed by the former governor Adegboyega Oyetola of the All Progressive Congress to challenge the appellate court judgment affirming Adeleke as the winner. Yesterday was jubilation in Osun State. I saw some of the workers, celebrating, rolling themselves on the floor. The Apex Court, which said it found no reason to set aside the verdict of the Court of Appeal in Adeleke's favor, have also awarded 500,000 damage against Oyetola and the PDP. The Apex Court held true. The Apex Court that thought Oyetola alleged that Adeleke won through overvoting in the 774 polling unit in the state. The ex-governor failed to adduce any substantial evidence to support his claim. But as we do know that the election tribunal for Peter Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu, it seems that they have enough evidence, but that will be determined again by some of the justice that will be looking into that. Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, on the update from Osun State regarding Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, when the results wanted to be upturned, but it seems the court has finally given the verdict yesterday.
Well, the case has been upheld, so verdict and congratulations to Adeleke. But Adeleke belongs to the APC, right?
The PDP.
The PDP. Okay, that's quite an interesting one. That is quite an interesting one. We have the president congratulating him. We have two people also congratulating him. We have not heard the PDP leader congratulating him yet. But if you look at it, is it a ploy to say that, look, whatever, you see, we have accepted whatever the Supreme Court had come out with, a verdict that the Supreme Court had come out with. So when it comes to the presidential, what is going on, you people also have to accept it. Is that a ploy? What do you think about that?
Well, the APC are already telling the PDP and the Peter Obi to prepare for such. So by the time the outcome comes back and favors them, then there should not be any crisis or any other thing. They should just accept the defeat and move on, where Tinubu becomes the full president come May 29. But the PDP and the Obi will have to wait, for that judgment. Finally, we don't know when that is going to be wrapped up. Maybe before the 29th or not.
Okay, we'll all wait to see. Maybe after 29, then the verdict comes and they say that they have to have a rerun or they course their result. I don't know how that's going to be for Nigeria. My goodness, that would be a day. But we're listening to Star Radio UK. It's the Wednesday edition of the morning show, so we know that we are pressed with time. But we'll go back to Yomi for the rest of the stories making it around. Over to you, Yomi.
Well, a very sad one to go with now, as a truck crushed a U.S. returnee to death in Lagos State. What do we know? A yet to be identified middle-aged man on Friday, May 5, met his ultimate death after he was crushed by a moving truck along Ishare Igondo Road in Alimosho local government area. According to the information gathered, that the accident occurred just about 7 p.m. when the deceased victim just returned from the trip, but according to eyewitness who did not want his name to be printed, said he was trying to cross the road at the Diamond Estate area of the community after purchasing some items. When the incident happened, the source said the man had just returned from the trip and was about to go into the estate where he lived. When he asked the driver to stop, he wanted to cross the road. A vehicle crossed over him, and the next one eventually crushed him. We pray for the family and those that are known to this particular individual as well. May Nigeria not happen to us. As we go into the next one, it seems that getting your passport could be also a delay, as Buhari regime, according to the headline, and the Central Bank of Nigeria responsible for the passport scarcity. That can be a stress, especially not to Nigerians that are trying to japa, but to so many Nigerians that wants to renew their passport in UK, where we do know that there's a lot of atrocity committed in some of these embassies, like the one in UK, where some are paying up to £150 just to get your passport renewed. NIS has now blamed the scarcity of the passport booklet on President Muhammadu Buhari's regime and the Central Bank of Nigeria policy on the forex, according to the information. The NIS Control General Idris Jare disclosed this at the public hearing that was organized by the Ad Hoc Committee of the House of Representatives in Abuja. Foreign exchange regulation policy of the government and the CBN refusal to grant access to forex for importation of the passport booklet. Nigeria does not produce anything. That means we must rely on other countries to help us produce the passport booklet and then end up into Nigeria and other countries around the world. But since the reserve have continued to dilapidated, we know that when Obasanjo was leaving, we had about almost $51 billion with the forex, the foreign reserve rather. But today we have less than $30 billion. And if a country is not producing, is not industrialized, there will be stress on the amount of money that could be used. Remember that most airlines last year did not want to come to Nigeria because they were struggling to pull out their money out of Nigeria. And if you're going to pull out your money, I'm not sure you need the Naira to be spent in UAE, where Emirates, as an example, pull out. Eventually, that was resolved quickly so that it does not have impact on so many Nigerians that are traveling into the country using some of these airlines. So it seems again, getting your passport is a big problem because Nigeria do not have enough foreign. The major 7 components used for producing passport are sold in international markets, and assembly and production are done, guess where? In Malaysia. In the 80s, Nigeria provided the palm oil seed that Malaysia has now used to become the largest palm oil producer in the world. Mr. Jire explained that the IRIS Smart Technology Limited, the foreign company responsible for producing the Nigerian passport, had done well given the prevailing circumstances, noting that the presidential directive to commence the production of passport locally by the Nigerian Security Print and Minting was a welcome development. He, however, recommended that the proper exit plan be implemented for a smooth handover from the foreign firm to prevent any breach of contract and production process. Nigerians continue to struggle from Libya, where we have a lot of Nigerians that are currently in prison for 2 years. They are not getting the support from the Libya ambassador representing Nigeria, where the IOM is ready to evacuate them back home. About that, we're going to move straight to the social media because of the time constraint. At about 30 minutes past 11 a.m. this morning, this is still Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. The Southeast is trending as there was a 2 days sit-at-home from yesterday, and we do know that tomorrow, Nnamdi Kanu case is meant to be coming back again into the court. According to Are Ayodeji, a very uncultured set of people, they just insult anybody, people that the IGR of Ogun State is higher than the whole state in the Southeast combined. He's probably responding to some video that I'm not sure what is contained in that video. APC chieftains, why the Southeast should not seek Senate presidency, according to the airline there as well. So again, this is what the APC presidential candidates scored in each zone across Nigeria. In the Northwest, 2.6 million, North Central, 1.7 million, Northeast, 1.1 million, Southwest, 2.2 million, South, 799,000, but it seems that nothing is coming from the Southeast. So it seems that as more pressure from Tinubu trying to determine who becomes the next Senate president is a discussion on the table as we speak. And that is one of the reasons why it is trending. Definitely Tinubu is trending at about 75.4. He's still the president-elect. is currently leaving the country for more medical treatment. And let's quickly look at why people are saying Tinubu discussion this morning. According to Olisa Agbakoba, the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, the court is deliberately becoming lackadaisically in handling Peter Obi versus Tinubu's case. The jurisdictional and procedural issues in all these petitions can be resolved under 1 week because you don't need evidence or witness, just a copy of the Constitution and the Electoral Act. So that is definitely coming there as well. And also Simon Ekpa yesterday exposition of how Tinubu gathering the worst criminals in Nigeria was part of his discussion yesterday. So let's look at some of the comments of Tinubu traveling out of the country as well. It seems somebody has been able to put a graph of Buhari's traveling out, and let's see if the engineer can quickly give us that, and then I can read that out for those that are with us this morning. Once again, it is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station. So behind me is the detailed graph of President Muhammadu Buhari traveling out of Nigeria. Let's look at it quickly. President Buhari has spent about 200 days abroad for medical treatment since 2015. Let's go from the first one. February 2016, Mr. Buhari took his first medical vacation only 8 months after coming to office. He spent 6 days in London between the 5th of February and the 10th of February in 2016. 2017, May 7 precisely, he traveled again, returned after 104 days, had misinformation about the truth state of his health. He went back again January 2017. The president traveled from January 19, 2017, returned exactly 50 days after his departure, but was not able to resume work immediately. 2016, his second medical trip on the June 6, 2016, he traveled for 13 days to England, seeking further treatment for ear infection. May 2018, Mr. Buhari traveled to London. May 2018, for a 4-day medical review. March 2021, the president flew to London for a medical checkup, one that lasted 15 days. He traveled to London on July 2021 for a scheduled medical follow-up and is due back in the second week. So in terms of President-elect Bola Tinubu, some of those that are now saying these 4 years go long go. If this is true, why contesting in the first place is coming from Joshua Aroke? Wait person will get case for court when they go France. Abidis now playing, so definitely explaining in a broken English that the person that has the case in the court, Tinubu doesn't have to be in the court, he has the legal team. Every 15 days, I see, well done. It seems somebody has already calculated from the time Tinubu arrived back in Nigeria up to the time he's traveling again. Star Radio UK, that is how far we can go this morning because of the time constraint. But later on Niger Voices, there will be more discussion as the next person says, President don't turn to battery where they charge every week.
Well, he needs to be charged up. Maybe the battery, the power is gone down a bit. So a booster, maybe they have to get the back. Wherever he's going, he has to start the back, and then that will be boosting him. Well, let's start already. Okay, as Jomia said, this evening we're going to continue on the Niger Voices exactly at 18 hours. All right, Yomi, before you go.
Well, join us later on this evening where we discuss everything from the politics to the self-determination, the Yoruba, the way forward. A lot of people are asking, what is the way forward, to achieving a nation? And when we say nation, what does it mean to be a nation? All this conversation later on tonight at exactly 1800 hours, which is just 6 p.m. local time in Nigeria, 6 p.m. local time in UK on the Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Have a great morning. Bye for now.
Bye. Well, listeners, that has been Mr. Olayomi Korike bringing you updates from Nigeria. This Star Radio UK 1126. We're going to take a musical break, and once we come back, we'll continue with the show. I'll bring you everything I need to know before I take you straight to the House of Parliament.
Well, that is the it's an interesting time ahead. I'm just gonna play something. Then I'll tell him in the kitchen where I want to make some egg and then bread, something to eat. Misha in Nigeria, Misha Parami. grass wà ló ń gé níta yẹn mo mọ bí láti ṣe window let's see sound tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn wọ́n gé grass ni wọ́n gé so sound tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ tó ń dún ní background yẹn grass yìí ọ̀dọ̀ wa ni wọ́n gé so sorry so let me just get something going while we then move ourselves to the kitchen. I can't play anything on the YouTube because YouTube TikTok. So we probably just play Janet. Mole play Lucky Dube before you become free. So while we just get ourselves together and then we will go into the program. I'm charging laptop, Michelle. Damn. I don't want Nigeria no let's see. So ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ dáná ní kitchen. Ta ló máa tẹ̀lé mi lọ dáná? Atẹ́gùn tó ń fẹ́ yìí. Atẹ́gùn yẹn ní agbára díẹ̀. Sorry, charge the laptop here. If not, power kìíní ẹ̀ máa jà mí lè kúrò. Yeah. Bluetooth. Okay, ṣé Lady K wà live ni? Ẹja máa gbọ́ Lady K lọ. Ẹja gbọ́ Lady K. Lady K! The more of our time. Ẹja máa gbádùn Lady K lọ mò ń bọ̀. Then àwa move ara wa lọ sí kitchen. Yes, and support Lady K. Launch it.
Àǹfààní ṣì wà fún ibi Abiodun Ogunleti ẹ̀ka bọ̀sùn rédíò so àǹfààní ṣì wà fún yín o láti ṣe kíni láti launch ẹ̀ fún mi o láti gbé sórí YouTube ó dẹ̀ pé mo ti gbé sí Facebook.
Èló ló ń tẹ̀yìn ní Nàìjíríà nísìn?
Tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀
ẹ̀yin ará ilé.
launch ẹ̀ fún mi nígbà ẹ̀ ṣe ìgbà wá tẹ́ka
Èló ló ń tẹ̀yìn nísìn?
Ní orúkọ Jésù ní agbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù paríparí ọlá ọba tí gbogbo àti ọlá yẹ mo dá gbogbo ògo àti ọlá padà sí ọ̀dọ̀ yín nítorí tí ẹ ṣe tí àwọn ènìyàn lára mo dúpẹ́ wípé ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n pe ẹnikẹ́ni ní ìpè ìbànújẹ́ lórí ayé mi mo dúpẹ́ fún àṣeyọrí lọ́ọ̀ṣìnà pé èèyàn ló gba gbogbo ògo lẹ́yìn lọ́ọ̀ṣìnà ẹ jẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n fi owó lọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀ fún mi ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró dé bá wọn ẹ̀rù bí mo kò dúpẹ́ Jehovah ẹ ṣé alágbára ńlá ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ lórí gbogbo àwọn tó ń lò fún mi lórí pílátífọ́ọ̀mù yìí wípé ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ìbò gan ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ṣá ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò yìí ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní èrò ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀bí bíbọ̀ ẹ ṣé alágbára ẹ ṣé bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n pẹ́ Jésù.
Ẹ já move lọ sí kitchen ẹ já fi Lady K sílẹ̀ ẹ kí Lady K máa ṣe tẹ̀ káwa náà máa ṣe tiwa. Ẹ ká gbéra wá sí bíbá. Ẹ rí love like. Ìwé dáná jàre bí ń pa mí ìwé dín ẹyin bá mi para mi. Ó máa lẹ́tìkẹ́ ó máa lá máa ma. Fóònù ní gbóná Lady K. Ìjọba ń ṣe fóònù àmà gbóná àmà yẹ ojú ní gbogbo ìgbà mi. Ẹ máa gbóná la lo. Ẹgbọ́n Lady K lọ mú power bank ṣé ìlú ni ẹ àṣẹ ó ń ṣe program ní sá lọ mú power bank irú jágbàjàgbà ò ní ẹ gbà tí kò sí iná 63 years wọ̀ fún wa níná just crazy mórí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀jàre ẹ jẹ́ ń chain camera yẹn wá sọ́dọ̀ mi ti gbéra mi wá sí kitchen fẹ́ dáná tèmi àdí ẹyin nísìn ní para mi síjọba lọ́rùn táwọn parẹ́ síjọba lọ́rùn kò lọ parẹ́. Azeez báwo ló yẹ ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹyẹ ń dín ẹyin ta ló máa jẹ ẹyin grass ló ń gé níta nísìn environment láti máa da ìyẹn la máa fi pẹ́ láyé environment bá ti da ìyẹn lẹ ṣe ń tètè kú Lady K a máa pọ́ọ̀sẹ̀ díẹ̀ a máa fẹ̀gbẹ́ kan bọ́ Lady K. Ẹ wo sister mi ẹ wo yàtọ̀ èmi àti sister mi èmi wà ní bíbá nísìn èmi níná tí mo fi ń connect Lady K lọ mú power bank ṣé ayé nìyẹn ṣé bóyá ẹ kórè nìyẹn oyin ti gbálẹ̀ ó wá ń ṣe wàhálà ẹ̀rí power bank ló ń connect mu ẹ wòran power bank ní Lady K ló ń connect mu.
Wow, dáàdì mi. Ṣé kí n máa pè fún yín ni?
tí bá lè kiri sí ní kí n máa wà distracted sọjá ara fi sílẹ̀.
ẹ ṣeun àti sójú screen sí.
lóṣì òun ló ń pariwo lójoojúmọ́ ẹ wá máa bú ṣé ẹ kí Lady K máa sọ pé kò sí ná ẹ agbádùn Lady K lọ báyìí ẹ á bínú ẹ̀ tèmi lórí mixela máa ní láti gbé súnmọ́ kitchen ẹ̀ kò sí fún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbọ́ ogun lọ mọ́ nígbà ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbọ́ tó ń lọ mọ́ ó kì í mọ̀ bá lo ilé ìfi máa
dáàdì mi tí wọ́n béèrè fún
àwọn àfi gbọ́ Lady K
account details mi.
ẹ bá wa support Lady K ẹ support ìlú wa iṣẹ́ ni gbogbo wa ń ṣe ẹ tó bá dẹ̀ náà ṣiṣẹ́ kó gbá àwọn sísítà tẹ̀ jáde sọjá ẹjẹ nǹkan láti bí wa ẹjẹ àpọ́sílẹ̀ sọjá àwọn mute ilé kò sí ilé ni mo fi ń ṣe mixella ó yá Lady K gbóhùn sókè. gbogbo tá à ń ṣe tó wáyé pé Nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ kéèyàn náà máa ṣe ni ọ̀nà àti wọ́n pé Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe ìlú. ṣé ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa lórí mixella. ó yá máa tẹ̀síwájú Lady K à ń gbádùn ẹ. ẹ support Lady K ẹ bá support ìyá ọmọ rẹ ní.
ẹ bá mi jù síbẹ̀.
àwọn ti gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà
Wèrè Media Group. Wèrè Media Group. Ẹ ti mọ àwọn gúrùpù tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Wèrè Media Group.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Lady K.
Ṣọ́rí mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò ibẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn yẹ́yìn bàbá tẹ máa sọ wípé ká dákẹ́ fáwọn bíbí.
adákẹ́ tì máa gbóhùn sókè jàre bóyá ti dákẹ́ adákẹ́
Wọ́n
tì.
ní àti kékeré ló yẹ kí èèyàn tó máa fẹ́ ká
òkè mo
lóko.
ní lẹ́yìn pé
Nítorí tó bá dàgbà tán,
ó máa di
ó máa
problem.
máa gba ẹbọ.
ó máa di problem ní Lady K.
Gbọ́sà ẹ̀gbọ́n mà. Wọ́n ní kékeré láti gbẹ̀ka ìrókò tó bá dàgbà tó ẹbọ ní òun gbà.
orí àtẹ̀mọ́ àti Lady
Tó
K
bá dé nígbà tí
èmi
àwọn
máa
òwe
fa-
ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
ẹ̀yẹ́ máa
Òun láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ́ṣọ̀ wọn. Ó dá mi lójú wípé kò ní dé sí.
kí Lady K kan máa dún ní background yẹn tiẹ̀.
Ojúmọ́
torí àtẹ̀mọ́ àti Lady K ni pé èmi máa faná wọlé torí laptop gbọ́dọ̀ charge nísìn but Lady K ń lo power bank ìyàtọ̀ tó wà láàrin àwọn méjèèjì nìyẹn nílé ayé yìí náà ni kò ṣó make sense kò make sense now.
ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá yìí ní last week.
bóun sókè jàre Lady K ẹni tó bá ní ká má sọ̀rọ̀ èpè lọ́mọ máa gbà lọ́nu wa ẹni tó bá ní ká má sọ̀rọ̀ èpè lọ́mọ máa gbà ẹni ká má sọ̀rọ̀. ẹni ká má sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni ká dákẹ́.
Wọ́n
glasses mi.
ní
wọ́n ní rọ́lá ń pa.
òun ló jẹ́ kí ìwèrè tó pẹlẹ̀ ní fún bíṣì yẹn ó sọ wípé scam níbi
àwọn lòṣì.
fọ́nà àwọn ṣó yẹn fọ́nà àti ìdí sí òun afẹ́fẹ́ ìlú jìbìtì.
ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀ dẹ̀.
tó bá jẹ́ pé láti ilẹ̀
Instagram.
akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lójú screen yẹn ọ̀ ẹ ṣe ọgbọ́n ọmọdún. tó bá jẹ́ pé láti
káàrà rí ya.
láti ṣe kí
ẹ rántí ọmọ
láti
ẹja
ṣe
slow
kí
Lady K
àwọn
díẹ̀.
òbí bàtọ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní díẹ̀díẹ̀ kò ní dé ibi tó dé lọ́dọ̀
ẹ rántí ọmọ Bulgaria tí mo ní mo communicate pẹ̀lú tí mo ní wà ní kí ló ń pè ní Bulgaria. ọfiṣẹ wọn mà ní Lady K má dáhùn lóhùn àwọn wèrè group àwọn tó ń bà nǹkan jẹ́ ẹ kí mi dé ẹ̀rín jàre àpárá mi sí ìjọba lọ́rùn má dáhùn lóhùn Lady K. bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọdẹ ti bàjẹ́ rẹpẹtẹ ìyá dàgbòrú. at least ẹni miss Lady K èmi náà rẹ máa fi etí kan gbọ́ èmi náà rẹ máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ṣe ẹni kọ́ fọwọ́ mi ní. food hygiene wàá kọ́ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó wà very important ẹ̀ àfọwọ́ mo ní ìdìbò ilé ìwé ń bọ̀ sí wàá kọ́ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ náà torí jams ojoojúmọ́ la máa ń gbé jams káàkiri kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dáná wàá kọ́ fọwọ́ ẹ̀ náà wàá fọwọ́ wàá fọ dáadáa wàá fọ á lọ sókè á lọ sílẹ̀. Azeez báwo ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi gbogbo títì ló ti dá báyìí ní sáwọn èèyàn ti lọ sí school àwọn èèyàn ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ àwa tá à níṣẹ́ la wà nílé báyìí àwa tá à níṣẹ́ tán náà níṣẹ́ la wà nílé. Play piano dedicate àwọn wèrè ẹ má jẹ́ wòtòwòtò à ń bẹ lọ dedicate fún wa pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ à ń gbọ́ ẹ ní bíbá ẹyin mẹ́ta ni máa ń jẹ ọ oníjó lè ka mi lẹ́nu ẹyin mẹ́ta òní máa jẹ ẹyin mẹ́ta òní máa jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá ṣe ń gbé agbọ́dọ̀ má dá padà fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni iṣẹ́ ń tẹ̀síwájú bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá Akíntóyè diplomacy ọmọ máa kọ lẹ́tà lójoojúmọ́ lẹ́tà mi wá reply ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kí à ń gbádùn láti Koiki Media Kitchen Koiki Media Kitchen à ń gbádùn lédè ké lọ́wọ́. àwọn olórí burúkú ni wọn àmọ́dà wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn wérés bàbá 44 kò lè jẹyin ní Nàìjíríà mọ́ nísìn ẹ̀yin ti di gold bàbá 44 lè jẹyin mọ́ bàbá 44 kò lè jẹyin mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni adákẹ́tì bẹ́ẹ̀ni lédìkẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́lẹ́dìkẹ́ à ń gbádùn ẹja rí wọ́n tẹ̀ tí kó bá wa lórí burúkú ni wọ́n. Dagboru woman ti Dagboru woman ni ẹ bá fún lọ́wọ́ kó tó lọ́ǹchì yẹn Dagboru woman. Dagboru woman. Dagboru. Láti mú kọfí kan sí. Agbádùn ẹlẹ́dẹ̀kẹ́ àbáṣẹ lọ. Àti ń gbọ́ ní bíbá ní kíchìn. King of media tó ń parọ́ King of media tó lè lọ Nàìjíríà tó ń parọ́ fún yín. Ẹ̀hàn fáwọn là ń parọ́ oyin ti gbálẹ̀. Iṣu kan tẹ̀ wá ní ìrẹsà iṣu àtẹyin ni máa jẹ nìyẹn màá dín ẹyin sílẹ̀ iṣu lélẹ̀. Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n ń bá wọn. Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n. Wèrè mídíà ni wọ́n. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni à ń gbádùn lórí fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ṣé ń gbọ́ dáadáa?
final decision ọwọ́ náà wà lọ́wọ́ ìdáni máa sáré ìgbà máa ṣe gbà máa ṣàwò ṣùgbọ́n final decision ọwọ́ náà bá kàn ní ọwọ́ so ìyẹn ni àfihàn gbà fọ́ náà wà tó ti ìdáni sáré
ẹ kàn máa parọ́ fún yín pọ́n àti gba kọ́ńtì lọ́dọ̀
ṣùgbọ́n
ẹ máa bá ń pè kọ́ńtì sọ wọ́n sáré fún kọ́ńtì
tó fẹ́ sí yẹn àjẹkù ṣe àjẹkù rí ṣe
eré ẹ fún kọ́ńtì wọ́n àpẹ tí ń máa
so ìyẹn ni ìdáfígbà fún náà wà lórí ìwò
eré ẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n tó bá ní kọ́ńtì.
àkíyèsí tí mo kàn wá fẹ́ wá kó wá sí òní pé mo gbọ́rọ̀ kan tó ń lọ lẹ́rẹ̀fẹ́ lórí èmi ní ọ̀kan lọ́mọ àbíkú oúnjẹ ọmọ àbí fúlàní yẹn tí máa ń sọ̀pọ̀ tí fúlàní yẹn tí ẹgbẹ́ tó máa ń gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́yìn yẹn mo máa ti lẹ́gẹ̀sì ní ẹ̀kọ́ ń fa lẹ́gẹ̀sì wọnà lọ sísítẹ́mù yẹn.
ẹgbẹ́ sáré sọ síbi bẹ̀yẹn ayé ìyá máa wọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́mọ àti lẹ́gẹ̀sì èdè tí ò dá sí wa láì má dá sí ọkọ lọ́mọ tẹ́ bá wo prógráàmù mi ẹ̀ máa bẹ sí ìlú pọ̀ mo máa ń bá àwọn èèyàn máa wọ̀ wọ́n máa retí ìjọ tí mo fẹ́ sọ sí ló máa sọ sí ó lè jẹ́ lẹ́ṣọ̀ ní ìta máa wá ṣe ṣó sílẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́mọ àti lẹ́gẹ̀sì ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe ṣó yẹn máa gbá kì.
gbóhùn sókè lórí pé à ń gbádùn ẹ̀. ṣé ọ̀nà ti jẹun láàárọ̀ ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà àbọ̀ ṣe ń dúró kí káwọn olóṣèlú fún ẹ lówó tó máa fi ra yín sílé ìyá wùdí ṣó ń dúró fáwọn politician tó fún ẹ lówó kó máa fi dé ẹyin gbọ́ lady k gbọ́n tó ń sọ wọ́n fi lady k sọ kò fi tẹ̀lé ṣe lẹ̀ níbí bá ayé kan lè ní jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ níbí bá báwọn ìlú kọ́ má lè ṣèṣe kọ́ náà sọ fún yín.
kí wàá ní àṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé tá a bá wo bí struggle yìí ṣe ń lọ lórí ẹ̀.
bí màá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa bí bàbá tó ṣu ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò bí màmá ẹ máa ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wọ́n pọ́ǹtì mo ti dáná lọ́sùpọ̀ náà ó.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lady k ó máa gùn kan àwa náà wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ aláì.
gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kẹ́mi bí mo da ayé mi.
a wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ lady k gbóhùn sókè.
bí màá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní
gbóhùn sókè lady k.
ìṣòro onílàkàyè.
a wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
ṣẹ́yìn mo máa ń sìn mi ò lè pẹ́ ní mídíà mi ò tí máa gba kọ́ọ̀sì.
ẹ má pè é má disturb wa kò tí gba call lady k ò tí gba call.
ọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ló tẹ̀lé ìdájọ́ ti di méjì bẹ́yẹn tí mo yọ wọ́n kúrò nínú gúrúùpù wèlé yẹn àti wúmà kan wọ́n pè ní àdùkẹ́ àbí adéníyà kékeré kan.
àwọn wèrè.
àti wúmà yẹn náà mo ṣì ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wúmà yẹn náà máa dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ lé. wúmà náà yìí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ onílàkàyè ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́pọlọ ọ̀rọ̀ aṣíwájú gidi ọ̀rọ̀ ìyè ọ̀rọ̀ ìtùnú. máa ní kò yẹ kí lẹ́gbẹ̀sì àti ọ̀kọ́lọ́mọ kí wọ́n tún ṣì máa bọ́ sábọ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ inú gúrúùpù ṣóyẹ kó níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń fa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. gbogbo bí àìsí bá pílẹ̀ fún ilé nínú gúrúùpù ṣóyẹ kó níbẹ̀ ló ti wá. kẹ́lẹ́ mọ́ fọ́ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà tún débẹ̀.
tó bá yà wá dákẹ́.
máa ní kò yẹ kí wọ́n máa fà á nítorí lẹ́gẹ̀sì ti jáde ó láwọn mọ̀ pé gbọ́dọ̀ tó yẹ ní kò ń fáìtì fún. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ jáde ó sọ the same thing. aláàjì Wasiu Ayinde Marshal bàbá náà jáde ó sọ the same thing. aláàjì Shehu Asangbagbo bàbá dáadáa ó lọ jẹ bí wọn pẹ́.
ẹ já fi lady k sílẹ̀ díẹ̀ sọrí ìwọ tó wà nílé tá à ń sọ fún ẹ pé politician ìwọ àgbàlagbà tó wà ní Nàìjíríà 40 years old ó ṣì ń wá olóṣèlú tó máa fún ẹ lówó torí pé wọ́n ti pa opportunity tó yẹ kó ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Ìgbò tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ kó lọ sọ̀rọ̀ Simon Ekpa kó lọ gbọ́ èyí tí Simon Ekpa ń sọ níbí báyìí ọmọ Yorùbá là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú pé mo mute lady k so a máa fi tí kan gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ kò yẹ nísìn ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ èlò ló ń ta ẹyin nísìn tí ìwọ tó ní ẹ rántí pé àwọn kan wọ́n ń dẹyin nù gbogbo alárí fídíò yẹn tó yẹ kí ẹni tó ń ṣe wàhálà kí ẹ kó máa dá iṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀nù tó bá pín Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n support wọn ní north lórí agriculture wọ́n support wọn ní north gan. The northern part of Nigeria is enjoying because àwọn governors wọ́n fún wọn ní support but nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn governor fún yín ní support ẹ gbọ́ lédè kéèsì.
Fẹ́mi èdè ni máa block ẹ kúrò bíbá ìbọn ti mẹ́rin ẹ lórí platform àwọn èèyàn náà káàkiri olórí burúkú ẹ pé mi yàwó ní ẹsẹ̀ ti fọ́nẹ́sì bọ́lá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣọmọ Yorùbá mo ti lọ́wọ́ profile ẹ̀. So I'm blocking you today.
Sẹ́gbọ́n àwọn máa lè.
Èdè ni máa block ẹ. Gbogbo bàbá pé mi níyàwó ní ẹsẹ̀.
Àwọn máa lè.
Ọmọ Fúlàní dẹ̀ ni.
Olórí burúkú ni mádà lórí ti bẹ́ẹ̀.
Mo ti block ẹ.
Àwọn olórí burúkú máa lè.
So ohun tó lè mú Tinubu sọ wípé àwọn believe wọ́n Nàìjíríà kò dẹ̀ sí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè ṣe ní Nàìjíríà lọ́jọ́ torí ẹ lè sọ wípé ti Tinubu bá wò ẹ lè fọwọ́ mọ́ Tinubu sẹ́yìn ní Nàìjíríà lọ́jọ́ torí irú ìdíbò yẹn ti wá bọ́ta ó ti sọ wípé òun ò believe wọ́n Nàìjíríà kí lẹ́yìn kan wá sunkún orí sí kí ló wá pàtí lẹ́yìn ìsìnkú kú tó bí ọ̀wẹ́ sọ́dẹ̀ kù kí ló pàtí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ojoojúmọ́
wọ́n máa tọ́ra wọn Tinubu ló ti gbé lọ padà sí Paris yẹn wọ́n bọ̀ lè dìke Tinubu ló ti padà sí Paris yẹn a ní kò lára. ẹ̀yin wa ti gbàgbéra oye ṣé microwave ẹ̀ ló ní gbogbo ẹ̀dá wálẹ̀ a ní Tinubu ò lálàáfíà kọ́lọ̀ fún lálàáfíà egg is 2,500 per crate ẹ ṣe gan ni Alájà Fatima èèyàn mélòó ló lè afford ẹ má bínú fóònù yẹn ò lè fọ́ ní oní screen protector àbọ̀rọ̀ òye yín nísìn à ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé àwa ò bínú sí Tinubu àbájá èyí tí Tinubu má cancel bí ti bá wọ èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ yàtọ̀ sí táwa fẹ́ èyí tí Tinubu fẹ́ kọ́ làwa fẹ́. We all want different things. I'm not being a general chigbele dání báyìí because on sleep ní oríbi tó wà yẹn. Ntí Tinubu fẹ́ kọ́ làwa fẹ́. We all want different things entirely. Tinubu fẹ́ election. Ó dẹ̀ ti ṣe election. But at the end of the day, in the long run, the North has a different agenda. So gbogbo àwọn politicians yẹn olúkálùkù wọn kàn ṣe kí ni wọ́n kàn play game. Wọ́n ti sọ Nàìjíríà di Mario àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yìí nísìn wọ́n ti sọ Nàìjíríà di Nintendo so Nàìjíríà ti di Nintendo táwọn olóṣèlú tí kó ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀ má bínú for now Nàìjíríà ti di Nintendo ó ti di console and that is why we báyìí sọ pé Nàìjíríà yìí tí kò lè provide oúnjẹ ni the basic things tó ń jẹ bá ti kúrò nínú kíni àbùṣebùṣe but ìlú tí kò lè provide oúnjẹ fún yín agbọ́lédè kéèlà ọ̀pọ̀.
ó ní ẹgbẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe dìde fún wa tó lè jẹ́ pé inú àwọn
iṣu ni ti fẹ́ rẹ jù púpọ̀ ni yóò lè jẹ iṣu ní Nàìjíríà iṣu ti wọ́n ó ti gbóná àbí kí túbọ̀ púpọ̀ ni yóò lè jẹ iṣu ti wọ́n nílé. Ọ̀nà expect a postman. Iṣu ti wá wọ́n. Ṣé ẹ kí n tó ó ti yọrí pé hàn. Ó gbà. Tèmi Sunday Igboho ló fi gbéra ta ló mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ta ló mọ̀ ṣe kórìí bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tèmi Sunday Igboho ló fi gbéra.
Kí ló máa déyẹ bọ́lá nípa bàbá ńlá fún bàbá ńlá ẹ̀? Kí ló máa déyẹ bọ́ ṣe kó ìfọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ bàbá ńlá fún ẹ̀? Gbèsè wọn ló máa déyẹ bọ́ jẹ ìfọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ fàdà ẹ̀?
Má dà lóhùn.
Ṣó yẹ kó ń bẹ̀?
Ọmọ àlè ni.
Tó bá dákẹ́, tó bá ṣe sùn.
Ọmọ àlè ni. Ọmọ àlè ni.
Èmi kò gbé dùn àti tátó tì.
Àgọ́ tẹ̀lé dikẹ́.
Ṣùgbọ́n pé orí tó máa jẹ̀kú tó máa ṣẹ̀ sí tó máa ṣubú.
Ẹni ó kàn sleep ni. À ń gbádùn Lady K lọ́wọ́.
Ọ̀gbọ́n orí tó máa ṣẹ̀ sí tó máa ṣe orí burúkú tó máa wọnú ìgbèkùn ayérayé kò ní ṣàìṣe ìrọ̀lẹ́ ṣúlẹ̀ lórí bẹ̀. Àsìkò ẹ̀sìn àti orí burúkú ẹ̀ ti tó.
Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá sí rálì kankan? Ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ní sùúrù sínú Lady K. A máa wọlé náà torí program Lady K. Tó bá fẹ́ wo fún program Lady K lọ sórí péjì ẹ̀kẹ́ lọ máa gbọ́ live ló wà. Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá sí tá fi parí gbogbo rálì ní London? Ṣé ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Mo kí Alhaji Alabi, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa. Tá fi parí gbogbo rálì tá ṣe èmi àti ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Gbẹ̀du Walkabout a sì sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí. After tí mo parí program yẹn tí mo ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí, mo sì bá Gbẹ̀du sọ̀rọ̀. A sọ̀rọ̀. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rálì. Ó dà pé Gbẹ̀du ń prepare magazine. Kò yẹ nísìn. Gbẹ̀du ń prepare magazine. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mò ń yé yín. Ẹ má bínú pé mo ti mute Lady K. So tá bá fẹ́ gbọ́ àtúpadà sórí ẹ̀. Tá fi parí gbogbo rally. Yeah, Fatima, don't call her Shoye Koribe. The woman is ẹlẹ́dẹ̀. Agilinti. Gbogbo rally la ṣe ní UK. Shoye Koribe yọjú. Gbogbo rally ta ṣe ní UK. Àwọn tó wà ní Manchester. Àwọn kan fly wá láti Dublin. Not one rally kò yọjú sí London. Àwọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ náà wọ́n declare Yorùbá nation fún yín. Ẹ rí pé kò make ṣe pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò normal. Kí ló dé tó fi sá fún rally? Ṣé kò fẹ́ kọ́ ọlọ́pàá take ẹ mọ̀ gbogbo ata lọ fún rally lọ́lọ́pàá ní picture wa lọ́wọ́ ní UK. Kódà gbà tá à ń ṣe rally yẹn ìyá wa Àbíkẹ́ mọ́mí wa Àbíkẹ́ Àdé èmi la máa ń tì síwájú. Koiki wá sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo èmi la máa tì síwájú. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ leader lọ́lọ́pàá a ti ṣe rally kan ní tọ́lọ́pàá wá bá mi pé ṣé mi ni leader. Kí ló kọ́ lè gba gbogbo details mi. Ẹ ti understand. So àwọn kan sá fún rally. Wàhálà wà o, ẹ má bínú. Ilẹ̀ ó ń yọ̀ gan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ n fi fóònù sínú mo fi sínú cover ni. Ó dẹ̀ ti dà tí mi. Ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí Koiki Media. Màá tún ṣe mí. Màá fi sínú pouch ní sálẹ̀ hold. Torí pé kò sínú pouch ló ṣe ń slip. Ó ti wà nínú pouch nísìnyẹn. Pouch nílé power bank ni iPhone ló ń tà. So àwọ̀ òkè nísìn. Màá dẹ̀ gbé tí mi kúrò ńbẹ̀. Ó ti dà tí yẹn nu. Ẹ ti ranjú dà tí Koiki nù. Bọ̀ oúnjẹ mi ṣe wà on. Màá plug omi mi nísìn. Omi wà màá plug omi mi. Nùnù ló máa jẹ. Ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ oúnjẹ mi. Ẹ̀yin ayé. Ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí mo ṣe. Pépà ló máa jẹ lójú mẹ́. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ní nísìn. Yóò yẹ kó rí bẹ̀ táàrí ní rally. Kò wá sí rally ẹyọ kan. Gbogbo rally tá ṣe ní UK. Not even one single rally. Kò yọjú. Àwọn yẹn ló máa ń sọ fún yín pé in táwa ń sọ make sense. Mo kí n grandma Felicia. Màá plug omi mi ìṣòro kò rí. Màá dálé inú. A tó preg mi. Ẹ ranjú mọ́. Ranjú mọ́ oúnjẹ tí mò ń jẹ. Gbọ́ Lady K gbóhùn sókè. Lady K gbóhùn sókè mú bọ̀. Ló ṣe? Yeah, network Lady K. Wọ́n máa flag ẹ̀. Nǹkan ló ń sọ Lady K. A tún plug omi mi.
Tó bá fẹ́ ìlọsíwájú fún ọmọ Yorùbá, tí o fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation dúró, ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀? O ní sọ pé fún ìyàtọ̀ sí wíwá yí wọ́wọ́ wá, wàá yí mọ́ra, tó bá dẹ̀ ti ṣe yàmọ̀yàmọ̀ wá ní sọ. Wípé bá kọ́lé yí wá lóde kó mọ́ra, ó yẹ tó ti yí lọ nìyẹn. O ẹ kàn mẹ́ṣọ̀ iye àwọn tí bá kọ́lé bá ti ti lórí platform tí wọ́n dáwọ́ fún. O ẹ kàn mẹ́ṣọ̀ iye àwọn tí wọ́n fi dún fẹ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n kówó fún bá kọ́lé yí tiẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé Sunday Igboho ló jẹ́ tí wọ́n gbà tiẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin fáǹsì ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Èmi Olúwakẹ́mi Àyọ̀ká, that is my real name. Mo challenge gbogbo yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń kó mi jọ tẹ máa ṣorí burúkú lóbi fún máa ń bọ̀ wọlé. Ẹ bọ́ síta ẹ wá lo èpè àdàbí tí ò bá ń ṣe wípé bàtí ṣó yẹ kó bí bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé Ìgbòho tó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa sọ́ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho. Bàbá wa ní tó kúrò tó ga lóbi kámẹ́rà tí wàá ṣe ìgbà yẹn lẹ tẹ̀lé. Ẹ bọ́ síta I challenge.
Ẹ kọ́ máa parọ́ fún máa rántí ẹ̀ lédèké.
Tí ò bá ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí Sunday Adéyẹmọ ṣe.
Ẹ kọ́ máa parọ́ fúnra wọn.
Ìṣó yẹ kó bí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àgbáyé ìsìn lóbi tí kò ní fi tẹ̀lé. Ẹ bọ́ síta tẹ wá fi àdàbí fúga.
Ó kù díẹ̀ ní everybody ló máa understand. Ẹ lè bring Ìgbòho down. A sọ fún pa máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ tá máa fi kú ni. Back to back pẹ̀lú àwọn àti Ìgbòho. Back to back. A ti gbà fún Ìgbòho àti bàbá Akíntóyè àti bàbá Ayélóge. Orí yín ti gbálẹ̀. Bóun sókè lédèké, ó ti da tí mi nù lédèké Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ try irọ́ lẹ pa. Bóun ìkẹ́ morúkọ wa lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú. Irọ́ lẹ pa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè lédèké. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ṣífù orúkọ tó ń jáwó nìyẹn. Má ti jọ ẹ kó rí bẹ̀ kó forúkọ ṣífù tó fi pawó tán ó wá ní ṣífù mọ́ ṣe ọmọ àlè born bastard. Fúnmi tó mọ èkó rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kí ló tẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n bá ń ṣe pé fracasi kan pẹ̀lú wọn yá ń ṣe lórí social media tẹ́lẹ̀. Omi tuntun ti wó àtúmú tí bá dì ní. Ẹ̀yin ò ṣe gbé fámìlì yìí jáde. Níbo?
Ó ti tó tà, ó ti wá blọ́ọ̀gì àwọn ọmọ mi lórí Facebook, èmi náà máa blọ́ọ̀gì ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tàbí òṣì. Ọkọ̀ tó wà tí ṣúlẹ̀ kó níbẹ̀ wà nínú ilé ẹ̀. Pídípídí ó.
Ṣé gbọ́?
Ọkọ̀ tó pé ṣúlẹ̀ kó níbẹ̀ ilé.
Ṣé gbọ́rọ̀? Ẹ bá mi rẹ̀ yìí tèmi o. Ẹ bá mi rẹ̀.
Ṣọ́yà kó níbẹ̀ I challenge you this afternoon. Come outside with your full chest. Wọ́n fi gbogbo ọmọ tí Ọlọ́run fún ẹ kúra kó aṣọ wípé ọkọ̀ òṣè PDP.
Ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀. Ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀. Ọkọ ń ṣe PDP, ìyàwó ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation. Ẹ gbọ́, èmi náà gbọ́, Manchester ló wà. Àwọn tó mọ̀ dáadáa wọ́n ti sọ bí tó wà fáwọn. Ẹ gbọ́. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀? Àwọn PDP caucus ní London nìyẹn lọ́kọ̀ ọkọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ níbẹ̀. Àwa náà ń gbọ́ níbí báyìí, jẹ́ wọn jẹ́ dáadáa. Jẹ́ wọn jẹ́.
Mi ò ní ọkọ. Single mother ni mí.
Kò mátà, single mother pọ̀ London, má fi ẹ̀ ṣe.
Mi ò dẹ̀ ní ẹbí.
Yàn dífá.
Tí wọ́n fara lọ sílẹ̀ fún Yorùbá Nation. Àfẹ́jù.
Kò wá wo single mother ní
Tó bá
UK.
jẹ́ pé mo wà nílé ọkọ ni, ó ṣú àkókò látàrí ẹlẹ́rọ̀ mi tí Yorùbá Nation lọ́kọ ní wá ṣe.
Tó ṣọ̀bù.
But mi lọ́kọ. Olúyẹ pé mo ṣe wà ìtí bá fẹ́.
Ó dàbí pé kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ nísùrù lédíkè. Nísùrù.
Mi ò lè ṣe kí ni.
Nísùrù lédíkè. Ó dàbí bí ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation nísìn. Kíyàwó mi wá máa ń ṣe APC, kó máa ṣe PDP. Ṣé ẹ rí pé kò make sense? Ṣé ẹ rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jáde dáadáa? Kémi máa ṣe Yorùbá Nation lójoojúmọ́ kíyàwó tí mo gbé sílé tajọ́ ń gbélé tajọ́ ń sùn tajọ́ ń jí kó wá náà ń ṣe PDP ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ yẹn ẹ ti ranjú mọ́ tí àkọ́kọ́ ẹ lè ranjú mọ́ ilé tàkọ́kọ́ lẹ ranjú mọ́ ẹ ní ranjú mọ́ ilé ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa ẹ lè ranjú mọ́ bóni teaspoon yẹn wà tàkọ́kọ́ lẹ ranjú mọ́ èmi náà ní gbé síbẹ̀ nígbà tí màá gbé sí nísìn gbóhùn sókè lè ní kéè à ń gbádùn ẹ. wọn náà kọ ọṣọ ẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ PDP ló ń ṣe. ẹ ti wọ one chance ẹ ti wọ one chance ẹ ti wọ one chance. ṣé ń gbọ́. ilé wa gbóná dáadáa gbóhùn sókè à ń gbọ́ ẹ lè ní kéè. láyé ibo ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀.
bí ọkọ ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ ṣe wáyé tẹ bá pàdé ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tẹ bá pẹ́ ṣe yẹ kó bá nínú ẹ má pẹ́ ní ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ o ẹ má pẹ́ ní ṣe yẹ kó níbẹ̀ PDP. bí ọkọ ṣe máa gbádùn ojú yín nìyẹn tó bá ní wá fi gbogbo Ọlọ́run ṣe fún ẹ wá fi búra.
ẹ ń gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ ń gbọ́.
ṣó yẹ kó níbẹ̀ tó bá sọ wípé ìwọ ni mo pamọ́ ẹ kí gbogbo nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fún ẹ ó wá fi àwọn òní ilẹ̀ tó sọ wípé ó gbé inú ẹyẹ ó wá fi ṣọbalẹ̀ lórí wípé ọkọ ẹ̀ ò kí ṣe PDP.
kò ní jáde kò ní sọ
ọmọ
yẹn.
sí nínú PDP group PDP member group tó wà ní Manchester kò kí ló ń ṣe ní tirẹ̀. gbogbo bá ṣe ń gbìyànjú Yorùbá nation.
ṣe rí movement àwọn kan ní ẹ ti sá dìjà ẹ ti sá di fracas ara movement náà ni oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa ń yọjú nínú movement tó bá mọ tán pè ní movement àṣẹwánú movement làwánú ẹ movement táwọn kan kú sínú ẹ àwa tá a ṣe wà láyé ó mọ bọ́ ilé pa wa lójoojúmọ́ àdúrà tó ń gbà ní pé kọ́ rí wa pa ni Ọlọ́run ló pa wá ìwọ ni mọ̀nà orí social media lẹ́yìn jókòó sí orí social media lẹ́yìn jókòó sí àdúrà kan pa wá tí wọ́n dẹ̀ lè rí wa pa gbóhùn ìkẹ́ mọ́ orúkọ wa lọ sẹ́ni wẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín ẹ̀ ń waste time ara yín ibi tó bá wù yín ni kẹ́ gbé orúkọ mi lọ ẹ̀ ń waste time ara yín ẹni ẹ gbé lọ sí Indian ẹ gbé lọ sí Pakistan mo sọ fún yín pé ní Senegal wọ́n odindi Quran ló ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ lé wa lórí ní Senegal odindi Quran lọ́nà sọ̀kalẹ̀ ní Senegal àwọn tó jẹ́ èèyàn wa tó wà níbẹ̀ ìyàwó Lai Mohammed last year December ó sì wà ní Senegal ibi tó bá mú nǹkan gbórúkọ wa lọ a sì wà nínú movement àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yìí nísìn náà wá káàkiri báyìí ẹ̀yà play ṣe ẹ̀yà play lè lẹ́kùn sí.
why tó wá ń bọ̀ ọba rí ìyàwó ní ìwọ̀kúwọ̀. why is a question. I know you are worship me. why.
jáde kí ni ti wíńdò náà.
fi gbogbo ogún ẹ̀ jí ẹ fi gbogbo ìṣẹ̀dá bílíọ̀sì ọ̀gbọ̀n Yorùbá àtàwọn ilẹ̀ kò fi búra. wípé ọkọ̀ ṣe PDP kò dẹ̀ sí nínú PDP member Manchester wọn ò ní gúrúùpù tó máa ń ṣe anifásitì kẹ́ẹ̀bì yẹn. ayé ò ní balance wọn lú ọlá làwọn.
kámẹ́rà wà nínú ibi tó wà.
ẹ wá ń ṣọwọ́ adéyẹmọ ó ń gbé kámẹ́rà sílé ìjọba mọ́nítù ẹ̀ tó lè ní bóyá ṣe mọ́kàn ti tiẹ̀ ń lò ó yọ padà ó lọ ó pọ̀. àfà ẹ má bínú aṣọ ọ̀dọ̀ ìyàwó ní lọ́kọ̀ ní yín pọ̀pọ̀ o tó dà fà lọ́pọ̀ ẹ má bínú o ẹ má bínú o bí o wá fún yín o I just want people to know.
nísòro lè ní pé mò ń bọ̀ ìtẹ̀yàn understand ni pé politician tó wà nílé wọ́n mọ̀ pé the more tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fún yín ní reason tá fẹ́ lọ ọkàn yín máa ṣí kúrò lára wọn torí nísìnyí mo ti fẹ́ parí ẹ̀ ẹyin mẹ́ta àti iṣu slice mẹ́ta òun ni mò ń jẹ báyìí kò mean anything but fún wọn is a big thing tó bá fẹ́ jẹ́lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà nísìn ó lè tó máa ná àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn àwọn pé tí yẹn dànù lẹ́ǹkan so ìyẹn mo ṣe ń nu màá dẹ̀ ṣèlú dáadáa létà àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yẹ so wọ́n mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa ṣe ń jáde kò táwọn lọ́rùn àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yẹ nísìn gbogbo bí window tí mo ṣí ẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ káwọn flies ẹ̀ máa wọlé ìkan ló wà nínú tí mo fẹ́ rí jáde o nítorí méjì mi bàtẹ́gùn yẹn lọ́ba tí láfẹ́ wọn máa jáde àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yọ nísìn because the Yorùbá politician ibi tó fi ń payín lélẹ̀ ebi àìríjẹ àìrímu àìrílò o sick kò sẹ́ni tó lè sick Bọ́lá Tinubu sick nísìn wọ́n gbé lọ Paris níbo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ pé prime minister wa sick àwa gbé lọ sí Germany àbá gbé wá sí Africa káwa treat ẹ̀ níbo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ rẹ̀ nínú tàn pé UK o prime minister UK sick àwa gbé wá sí Africa káwa treat ẹ̀. àwọn tí Bọ́lá Tinubu fẹ́ lọ bá yẹn àwọn wo ló train wọn Buhari ní sí so Buhari sì wà London very good so Buhari sì wà London kò padà I thought mo rò kó ti padà ní ṣé bàbá sì wà pẹ̀lú mi ní London ṣé Buhari ó ti wà London ṣé mo tán ẹ̀yìn ni Buhari wá dúró kò sí London ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà ṣe tóbi tó ààrẹ ni tó lè treat ẹ̀yìn Buhari orí pẹ̀lú yàn gbádùn dédíkè bóun sókè.
òun ló jẹ́ kó máa gbé propaganda oríṣiríṣi jáde.
àgbọ̀.
èmi lọ sí ilé ìgbòho èmi ò ní kámẹ́rà o. àtìsàlẹ̀ báyìí ni mo ti wọ́ọ̀kì tí mo ti ń fò tí mo ti ń ju wọ́n ẹkún mọ̀ èmi pẹ́ mi náà ni.
life lẹ́yìn boy dédíkè wà life.
bẹ̀yẹ kọ́là lọ ní.
bá mi ẹ máa fi làákàyè gbé ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹni bá lè dá sí kó dá sí ẹni tó bá lè tí ó bá rí kankan mi ò bá ẹni tó jẹ́ kó lẹ̀ ní kọ́ńtà pẹ̀lú máa yí àtìlẹ̀ yàtọ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ struggle ní ìbá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó jẹ́ pé bóyá struggle yìí ní àárí sọ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ní gbogbo wa náà dẹ̀ náà wò àṣẹ ńlá pé bóyá kí á lè bọ̀ lóko ẹ̀wù ní ẹ̀sọ́ ẹni tó gbé ní problem pẹ̀lú àwọn pípọ̀ yìí tẹ́lẹ̀ sport ẹ jẹ́ kí á wo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn owó gbogbo yẹn ní oṣù jẹ́ kó jáde sí wa.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ a ti gbọ́. ẹ pín ètò ẹ bó ṣe mú sísá mi. ṣé o mọ̀ pé ní Dubai air condition ló máa ń tàn àwọn tó gbé Dubai lè confirm ẹ̀ bí Dubai gbóná ju Nàìjíríà lọ èmi ti débẹ̀ rí lẹ́ẹ̀mejì kọ́lọ́n tún jẹ́ kí n lè ráyè lọ sí the first trip mi lọ sí Dubai mọ̀ sí mi ló sponsor trip yẹn after tí ìwé mi jáde ni mo lọ Dubai àbúrò mi tó tẹ̀lé mi ó pàdé wa ní Dubai mọ̀ sí mi ló facilitate trip yẹn kò ní dá fún gbogbo yín ó rò pé olóòṣì làwa ni bí ìwé mi ṣe jáde di pé mo kọ́kọ́ máa jáde kúrò ní UK Dubai ni mo lọ nàbúrò wa pàdé wa ní láti Nàìjíríà nígbà tó fún ní visa wọ sí UK mo kì í ṣe visa o bí nǹkan bá sọ fún mi pé mo ò ní Nàìjíríà nọ́mbà tó bá báyọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti gbá ẹ ó ṣe sàárà nìyẹn yẹn adjust the phone ilé dáadáa kó lè jókòó dáadáa mo kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ó ń ṣọmọ lókù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó máa dàbí pé kò ní wáyé bọ̀ Nàìjíríà máa pín ìjọ tó fẹ́ pín ní gbogbo ọ̀ tí mọ̀ òun lè réta kan sá wàhálà tá à ń ṣe tó bá yẹ pé Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ó fi ọ̀la wọn wá màá kàn jókòó báyìí màá máa wo gbogbo yín ni pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ kúrò ní UK after 15 years lẹ́yìn tí mo wọlé mo sọ fún pé mo ti ṣí YouTube page kan kò yan màá kọ́ máa upload my life in UK 30 minutes ni màá ṣe màá upload ẹ̀ màá upload ẹ̀ wàá máa lọ gbọ́ níbẹ̀ pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ travel jáde ibà yóò ṣe motivational place a fẹ́ fọ́ Nàìjíríà a máa pín Nàìjíríà ibà ní platform yẹn tó bá tẹ́ lọ́rùn kó get out pé mo máa kọ́ travel out lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo step wọnú ilé di UK ni mo mí nù mo ti yó nísìn wàhálà Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àtijọ́ 8 years olórí burúkú Buhari ó sì wà ní London ó ń tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ olùlòṣì Fúlàní. ìbí wọ̀ mọ̀ mí nígbà yẹn Ìgbòho ló jẹ́ ká popular ọ̀lẹ́ èdè là ń jẹ lọ́lá bọ̀ kó tó mọ̀ mí ìyá tó bí mi ó ra ticket ó ra tèmi ó ra tàbúrò mi ó kó wa lọ sí Dubai apartment lágbà 2 bedroom because I couldn't see my brother for èmi ò rí kódà tó fi ṣe ìyàwó ní Nàìjíríà èmi ò lè lọ ẹni tó bá níwèé ló máa travel. ìyẹn láti sọ fún yín pé country ń ṣe intẹ́yìn rò pé ya burúkú yẹn sọ táwọn sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ ṣe sùúrù ẹjẹ́ àtẹ̀lé Ìgbòho ẹjẹ́ àtẹ̀lé bàbá Yílóge ẹjẹ́ àtẹ̀lé YSL ẹjẹ́ àlọ báyìí ẹjẹ́ àmà ṣe báyìí ẹni ọ̀nà ìyẹn ṣọ̀nà ẹ kí n ṣe èrè ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí ó yẹ yín tábà ṣépè fún ọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sísítà mi ní nísìn inú ooru ló wà ó ń làágùn bòyòyò ni bòyòyò ló ń làágùn tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó dáa ní Nàìjíríà ó yẹ kí sísítà mi kó wà ní air condition olówó wá wà ní air condition àwọn wá ń dán gbìgbìgbìgbì ṣé wọ́n ti bá wa rí olórí Elégùṣì ó yà pé wọ́n ní ṣé olórí ti jáde ẹnu mi kọ́ ló ti máa jáde for now wọ́n ní olórí lọ ṣe kinní kan ọba nírọ́ kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o can you imagine àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn àwọn wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ mo sọ fún pé gbà tí mo rí MC Olúọmọ pẹ̀lú sísítà wa TNT ó wọ kaftan báyìí inú air condition la máa wà tára wọn máa ó mọ̀ pé tó bá wà ní air condition tó dẹ̀ ń jẹun tó dáa tó dẹ̀ ń mu juice mo rí igbe náà tó jókòó síbẹ̀ tó ń top up orange juice lórí pé kùn mi ti yọ báyìí ẹ kí ló máa ṣe exercise kó lè wálẹ̀ báyìí. ẹ yọ mi má bínú ìyàwó mi ló ń pè.
CCTV kámẹ́rà kì í ṣe fún wọn kì í sọ̀rọ̀ CCTV kámẹ́rà ó fi protect ara ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe wà yẹn.
ẹni ọmọ tí Lady K line tó ń lọ mo lọ in and out ni. Let me say this to a lot of you at home. mo kí mi ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Bọ́lá Tinlo TV. You see that country called Nigeria? The president, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ó wà ní ó ń ṣe yín ní London. I don't understand. Say bàbá, gbogbo dignitary tó wá sí UK, wọ́n ti fly jáde. Do you know pé àwọn tó wá big people láti Saudi Arabia, láti Oman, láti this, láti that, gbogbo wọn ti padà. But Nigeria president is still here. Wọ́n náà ń tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Aago kan la máa parí program. So I have just half an hour. Kúṣẹ́ Lady K, ọlọ́run bá wọn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Gbogbo president, they've returned back to their base. But ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó ń bú mi, president ẹ wà ní London wèrè. Ó ń bú Koiki Media. President ẹ wà ní London, ó ń gba treatment. Incoming president, òun ti lọ sí Paris. Ṣé pé kò make sense? Ṣé pé kò add up? And this is meant to be your normal basic life. Ayé tèmi jẹ ní bíbá, bó ṣe jẹ́ kórí náà nìyẹn. Etí bàbá Olówó fẹ́ fún gbogbo wa nìyẹn. Kébi má bàa pa wá, kíyà má bàa jẹ wá. So that irú ọjọ́ báyìí àníwá máa tàn án bí kí ló wà ní pé èèyàn jẹ́ṣu àtẹ̀yìn. But rí jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Tó bá lọ sí restaurant nísìnyí kó fẹ́ jẹ́ṣu àtẹ̀yìn, gbèsè ní wọ́n ẹyin crate 2,800 naira. Ẹ wo fídíò kan táwọn kan tó ń ju ẹyin nù. Your president ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi, president ó wà ní London. So kí ló wá sọ fún mi pé kí n máa bọ̀ nílé orí ọ̀pẹ nìyẹn náà. Because your president cannot sit in Nigeria and fix eyín. ó máa ń ní problem nígbà míì tó bá ń jẹ sweet tó bá ń jẹ chocolate ìgbà míì ó máa ń ní problem so kò wá sí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó lè bá wa tọ́jú president Muhammadu Buhari kó bá wa tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ London ló ti ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ìwọ wá ní kèmí wálé sórí pé kò make sense torí pé orí ò pé tí bá lọ sí Abuja House kọ́lọ̀ fún mi ní strength tí bá ṣeré lọ sí Abuja House nísìn tí bá múra military camouflage the worst case tó lè ṣe ni pé wọ́n kàn lè pe ọlọ́pàá lè dúró síbẹ̀ but ọlọ́pàá ò ní right láti sọ fún mi pé kí n kúrò níwájú bẹ̀ mo kí ìyàwó Ọmọlára Ìyábọ̀ màmá dáadáa tí bá lọ sí Abuja House which is maximum 1 hour 30 minutes ló máa gbé mi débẹ̀ tí bá lọ jókòó síwájú bẹ̀ tí mò ń pariwo olórí burúkú Buhari kò ní dá fún ẹ kò sí nǹkan tọ́lọ́pàá máa ṣe fún mi màá tún wọ military camouflage gbé báyìí mo ti lọ síbẹ̀ tó ń take picture mi wọ́n tẹ̀ ń dọ́gbọ́n ni wọ́n dúró sábẹ́ ewé àwọn olórí burúkú ìjọ kan tí mo lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n dúró sábẹ́ ewé wọ́n wá ń yọ fóònù yẹn báyìí mo ní no mo ní mi lè lé ìyẹn ya picture yẹn dáadáa ara risk táwa ń take nìyẹn ara risk tí ìyàwó àyè take ni pé wọ́n gbé lọ sí DSS ìyà tó jẹ́ ìwọ ò tí ì jẹ́ ó wá ń bu òun bú lédèké orí pórí ọ̀pẹ because kò make sense a whole president tó ń control 200 million people ó wá ń sọ fún mi kémi máa bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà to come and do what kí ló wà ní Nàìjíríà tí mo fẹ́ wá ṣe bí bá fẹ́ jẹyin nísìn ẹ lọ rẹ yin 2800 iṣu èlò ló ń ta iṣu ẹjọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Nàìjíríà èlò ló ń ta iṣu lé ní nísìn iṣu tí wàá gbọ́n ti tán dé n bá fi túbù iṣu wọ̀nyí náà pé the last one ìyá ìsè tí mo jẹ nísìn aago kan la máa parí ètò so I have 25 minutes ṣọlá tẹ bá ní nǹkan mi tẹ fẹ́ lọ ṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dúró pẹ̀lú wa àdúpẹ́ àní èlò ló ń ta iṣu ààrẹ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan comment so kò sẹ́yìn kan tó ń gbé Nàìjíríà mọ́ ewu ọ̀la ń gbé abroad nísìn Nigeria is a crime scene èlò ló ń ta tube of iṣu ní Nàìjíríà ṣé 10,000 naira ni àyìn mọ́mí wa tẹ wà ń lé tẹ sì máa ń raṣu sílé tí àwọn èèyàn sì máa ń jà sáróṣá àbí àtàwọn èèyàn sì máa ń wá free party ẹni tó pè á dẹ̀ wọṣọ á lọ jókòó sí party torí oúnjẹ tó máa jẹ ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń ṣe gate kó tó wọlé wá fi iv wọlé because ẹlòmíì kàn máa branch yà kó jẹun kó máa lọ akọ̀rọ̀ àwọṣọ white ó mọ̀ pé white yẹn normal outfit fún party ni bàbá máa ṣọgbọ́n tó bá ti wọ white á wọlé á jẹ pepper soup á jẹ tó á tún gbé take away á dẹ̀ máa lọ́lé take away yẹn fi lọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ nílé. ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation mo tẹ̀lé wọn lọ party kan níjẹ̀bú mo ń sunkún ni àti àjẹkù àti gbogbo ẹ̀ àtàmàlà tẹ̀bà àti ọ̀ǹda gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀ ni àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lórí tébù ṣèbẹ́ yìí náà máa ń rí wọn èbí wà lájọ́ rí wọn kò make any sense àbí ó normal bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí nìyẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn parent wọn lè jáde wá ní káwọn ọmọ yẹn gbogbo wa every weekend ló ń ṣe party níjẹ̀bú mo tẹ̀lé wọn lọ níjọ́ kan mo sunkún síta bọ̀ mọ́ kò ní dá fún poverty olórí burúkú gbáà ní gbogbo àwọn tẹ́yìn pé lólóṣèlú yẹn they are born bastard wọ́n kàn fi tayò wọ́n fi play ludo chukuchukuchukuchukutu pọ́ 6-2 tó pọ́ 6-6 ó di 12 wọ́n wá ń lọ báyìí wọ́n wá ní káwá máa wọ́n wá create APC branch àwọn yẹn níbí báyìí wọ́n máa ń jà wọ́n ń ṣàgùn burúkú síra wọn tí mo mọ̀ ní olórí burúkú ní gbogbo APC tó wà ní UK wọ́n máa ẹ̀rí ràn wò fraction bíi mẹ́ta ni wọ́n àwọn kan nísì máa line pẹ̀lú Tinubu àwọn kan ti fraction mẹ́ta ní APC ní UK we are just 20 minutes away before the end of the program àgbà kọlù ẹ̀ tó ń pè Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari tó bá ti gbọ́ ó sì wà ní London wọ́n no ma spend another 1 week your president is still in London ó ma spend 1 week more pẹ̀lú wa níbí báyìí so that means The whole of Abuja does not have hospital láti treat ẹ̀yin Buhari, ẹ̀yin tàn rí, ẹ̀yin Buhari, ẹ̀yin tó fi ń jẹ goro. Is that the kind of lifestyle we want? Ẹ má bí mo tẹ comment tẹ ti lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ ṣe jàre. Wọ́n ní between 700 and 1,000 naira ni wọ́n ta ṣu. So bá ra ṣu ká lè sọ pé wé 1,000. Wàá ra crate ẹyin ò lè jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán. Àbí wàá ra mẹ́ta. Èló ló ń ta ẹyọ kan ẹyin. 100 naira ló ń ta àbí 70 naira. These are meant to be peanuts. But níbi táwọn èèyàn ríṣẹ́, how many people are doing full-time job? Púpọ̀ ní yóò ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan ẹ̀ ní contract. Nigeria ló máa lọ rú pọ́npọ́n, wá fún ẹ ní 3,000 a day money. The basic salary in Nigeria is about 30,000 naira. State mélòó ló ń san 30,000 naira. All the governors cannot pay salary. Everybody knows all these things, but they are saying that it's a matter of time. Koiki, they come up with the same argument that we've been hearing since 1999. We're still hearing it in 2023. Where the president cannot be treated in Nigeria. Moki, Sister Agbemeleke. And when we are out here talking to everybody, some are saying, shut up! And then so what? It's okay. Sorry. Two different types of bread. Bagel, ele, slice. Oh yeah, bread you can now near. You do mama near. You know cheese bread. You know, bagel, ele, sliced bread, ele. The basic things of life. And our people continue to tolerate nonsense. Do you think that this political party can change Nigeria? Ẹ̀gbọ́n Jimmy. Kò ń ṣe Jimmy boy o, another Jimmy lele. Ṣé feel pé this political party, the way they are structured, they are running the Senate, the House, the governor, the local government chairman, and all different parastatals within our state, do you think that they will be able to solve our problem? And if they cannot solve our problem, and you are saying for argument's sake, we should remain in Nigeria, so how much time do we need to give? Because already we have run democracy for 24 years. Are you saying that we wait for another 24 years and I will be 40, 40 plus 20, or the 60. So I'll be around 60-something years old. So you want me to be 60-something years old to think that Nigeria will work? Because if we had another 20 years to what they've done, that will be around, or you probably think that, Koiki, no, Shebe America democracy is about 500 years old. I'll be years old, so Agbodo dúró títí time here. With the way this kind of generation that we see, so you want us to be thinking like, oh, we have to wait because the British system is a long democracy and we must wait like that. Even though a lot of people are well educated onto the British standard that would have allowed you to come there and it's not working. These political parties do not give damn about our problem, which is why we need to break up Nigeria. And it's right. And we should do it violently. But our people don't want that. I can't give argument. Elo form political party. They about to form political party. Ele penetrate one. Ele wole. But you guys did not even vote Sowore. Sowore is a political party. Sowore represents a political party and a revolutionarist and an activist. And he's been around. So Sowore that is even trusted, is been around, like him or hate him. Le yoti Sowore kúrò nínú Nigeria. Like him or hate him, le yo Omoyele Sowore kúrò. Taba sọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria, a máa sọ̀rọ̀ Omoyele Sowore. He was almost killed while he was in Unilag. Ó lọ sí America, after the whole revolution of fighting the MKO Abiola time and blah blah blah. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Jimmy, how much are we going to? Ẹ fẹ́ ká máa jáde ká máa talk. It's good. Kí máa wá sí kitchen. Normally, tó bá jẹ́ pé YouTuber ni mí, mo mọ tí mo lè máa ṣe. O máa tán pè ní YouTuber. YouTuber ní sọ̀rọ̀ break up of a country. Ó máa ṣe àwọn ìgbà mi ìkan mo wò kan lánàá nínú ilé mi. Wọ́n bi ìyàwó mi pé ṣé kí ni táwọn ṣe òun ló pawó fáwọn people because they have about almost millions of followers and they're making money. YouTube náà make owó, but àwa nísìn we are trying to be very careful pẹ̀lú nǹkan táwa ń ṣe, and that's why we are different from the YouTuber. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ pé Jimmy, only elected politician can decide the fate of the Southwest with the backing of the Yoruba citizens. Ṣé àwọn ẹ mọ̀ pé mo sọ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ àti ṣe program kọjá láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ eléyìí ní kejì. Mo ní Tinubu ti kọ́ wọn lẹ́pọ̀n gbogbo wọn tàbálẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀n nísìn ẹ̀ tí àwọn kan máa tètè dìde ẹ̀pọ̀n báwo kẹ̀ lórí program. Tinubu has owed them to strangle. So the expectation now for a lot of people that disagree with the way táwa fi ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation pé no, this is not the way it's meant to be. Koiki, it does not matter ó bá máa pariwo lórí social media, it is not going to be like this. Bó ṣe máa work ni pé àwọn representative wa, now that Tinubu has that opportunity, a máa wòran ojú ló pẹ́ sí. Ìgbà tí Buhari dé ní 2015, tá bá sọ pé Buhari máa fẹ́ ṣe tán lénìí, ẹ ṣe gan mọ́mí wà lára mo tẹ́ pé àbẹ́ Sowore with 9 lives like a car. What party? I can't love him less. Wallahi. Ọmọ Yẹmí Sowore, mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàjẹ́. Ọkùnrin gidi ni. Risk tó ń take. Èmi gan ti take risk yẹn. Nínú ìrìnàjò Yorùbá nation. Risk kọ̀ tún yàtọ̀ sí risk ni. Àní wọ́n ti inject Sowore rí. Ó ti inject èmi rí. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kó inject wa. They almost killed him. So support Sowore, which now at a agree pé APC ti gbogbo wọn ti débẹ̀ nísìn. Ká máa wo ṣe fẹ́ lọ. But ìyẹn ò stop àwa táwa gbé Yorùbá nation dání. Sórí ní gbogbo àgbáyé ideology oríṣiríṣi ló wà. Àwọn tó believe pé ọ̀nà tí ó máa fi wọlé. Now my own understanding is ẹ̀yin tí ẹ endorse wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ support wa, tẹ́ ẹ support the political party. I hope pé the political party structure yẹn pé it's going to lead you to where it will make you comfortable. Láti sọ pé we will come out of Nigeria. Or ṣé àwọn politicians wa is their agenda to keep us going in Nigeria? Ọ̀nà méjì ni. Because the APC agenda tí ó wà on the table nísìn, ṣé agenda yẹn ni pé kó keep wa sínú Nigeria but kó break it or kó pull wa out? Ṣé gbogbo ìta ń sọ yìí? Ọdún mẹ́jọ ni. I will be 52 years old. Kọ́lọ́n kó fún mi àti wọlé mi gómọ. Sórí ọdún yẹn kò pẹ́ fẹ́ mi. Mo sọ fẹ́ pé 14 years mo fi jáde nílùú yìí. Mo ń sùn, mo ń jí, mo lálàáfíà. Gbà tí ndẹ̀ máa jáde, mo sì mi ló bẹ́ẹ̀kì arrangement yẹn. Ta fi lọ sí Dubai. And that will be the first time tí máa travel out again. Because my first travel UK ni. Bí dẹ̀ ṣe wọlé gbẹ́ láti Gatwick Airport, mo lock in, mo jáde for 14 years. Ẹlòmíì tí ẹ yàtọ̀, ẹlòmíì dé within 1 year, ó tún padà sí Nigeria. Bí a orí ọmọ òyìnbó kan fẹ́, èmi ò fọ́ òyìnbó. So immigration kẹ̀rí oríṣiríṣi grade ni. But ìyí tẹ́mi bá wọn fà lọ 14 years ló last. Immigration tí mo bá UK fà 14 years ni. From day one, visa mo fi wọlé. But tó bá yẹ pé mo ti lọ gún sí fún ọmọ òyìnbó kan, ọmọ ó ṣe ń lọ. But èmi ò ṣe yẹn. Mo rẹ̀ ṣe oríṣiríṣi àwọn kan máa ṣe marriage. Èmi ò lọ through that route. Èmi lọ through family route. So wá rí British tó kúrò nínú EU 35 years tó fi wà níbẹ̀. Àwọn òfin kan wà tá lò nígbà tèmi ṣèwé mi tá ń pè ní European law. Tó bá ti lọ home office, tó bá ti gbà sí fún ẹ, wàá tún lo article 9, article kìíní kan, àwọn tó yé mọ́ understand. But now ti Britain ti kúrò nínú EU a lè lófin yẹn lò mọ́ because Britain ò lè agree pé kí àwọn wà nínú EU àwọn dẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n ṣe election wọ́n dẹ̀ exit wọ́n fún àwọn Scottish l'opportunity kó ṣe referendum yẹn fail ṣé o mọ̀ pé àwọn Scotland tuntun ń gbèrò nísìn pé àwọn need another referendum ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ ṣé tó bá fún wọn ní referendum nísìn ṣe fi pé àwọn Scotland máa vote out hey kó tẹ̀ vote out kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀ kó tẹ̀ yíwọ́ báyìí kó lọ báyìí kí lẹ rí sí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ ṣe fi pé tí conservative bá fún àwọn Scotland Òkè Ọ̀báyọ̀mí my brother how you doing lórí Instagram mo kí gbogbo ilé ẹ̀kan sí ṣé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Mixlr ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ṣá mo àti gbà pé a máa fi yín síbẹ̀ Lady K will always be remembered well Comrade Plan B I can hear you clearly aláwọ̀ bàbá ò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ àwọn tèmi lórí Mixlr nìyẹn back to back ni mo bá wà lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin àjọ ń ṣe náà ni ẹ̀yin márùn lẹ́wà ń bẹ̀ màá nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo yín kú ni bí ṣe nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbòó náà ni màá nífẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ Yorùbá Jamo 419 orúkọ yìí mo kíyàwó mi mò ń bọ̀ ó kù díẹ̀ ó kù ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá ẹ bá fi ẹ bá post account number wa kọ fún wa ní support at least aṣáà ti ṣe 3 hours fún ilé ni that's èlò ní ẹ̀bọ́ sí 30 pounds kò ń ṣe àwọn regular wa àwọn regular tí mo bọ́ ṣe ń sort wa out kí ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi sọ who will lead the ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní ẹ̀wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ní who will lead the guerrilla war in the southwest and western region you make me laugh anyway you're entitled to your opinion okay mo mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ discuss níbẹ̀ yẹn I lost out èyí tí mo ń bèèrè ọwọ́ yẹn dá mi lọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹ́ sọ mo ní ṣé conservative máa fún àti tó dànù síbẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ kíbẹ̀ máa rún mi láti mú dáadáa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo ní ṣé conservative máa fún àwọn Scotland opportunity for another referendum they're pushing for it but wọ́n block wọn kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ Òkè Àbáyọ̀mí Ọlọ́run bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú Ṣòwòrẹ́ ló káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé nígbà tó ṣe campaign ó dé ó travel ó dé New Zealand ló lọ nígbà yẹn àbí Australia ẹ̀mí Ṣòwòrẹ́ ẹlẹ́mìí méje ni kọ́lọ́ bá wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọ́n ti fẹ́ pa tipẹ́ but mo mọ̀ pé ìyá ẹ̀ náà dúró òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ àkàndá èèyàn ni ẹ pátì nígbà tó rí palọ́pàá àbúrò ẹ̀ ẹ rántí pé his brother died was it last year or year before kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kẹ́ wọ́n dé Ṣòwòrẹ́ mọ́nà Àbújá for 2 years ẹlẹ́mìí méje ní Ṣòwòrẹ́ so ká tó parí ètò yìí yan wa we are not here to bring you all down ṣẹ́rí fọ́ọ̀tì tí pé ẹ níṣẹ́ nǹkan stress fún yín èmi ò blame yín we should blame Nigeria because Nigeria ló kó bá gbogbo wa àwọn kan gbádùn ẹ̀ jura wọn lọ ni some people enjoyed this country Nigeria from 1960 up to 1980 because torí ìwọ tó travel tẹ́lẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn grandpa ẹ̀ they will be able to tell you tó bá ṣì wà láyé ìtọ́ bá dẹ̀ ti kú béèrè lọ́wọ́ lórí ẹbí yín you realize that some people bá ṣe sọ pé Nigeria ọ̀dà kò dá àwọn kan ṣì ń gbádùn ẹ̀ títí dé ní they are not politicians they are not in the political terrain but you know Ọlọ́run kò kẹ́ wọn. But we are talking about the large entity of the people not èèyàn kan look some people mo rí bọ̀bọ̀ kan lórí paper ṣá punch ni wọ́n náà ọmọ ọlọ́kadà ni girl yẹn brilliant àwọn kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ extraordinary ni wọ́n so àwọn yẹn máa tètè push. So let us tell our people again Bishop Manso the expectation on this government tí ó fẹ́ wọlé ó rà expectation máa ju ti Buhari lọ because pressure tí ó wà nílẹ̀ pressure Yorùbá pressure oríṣiríṣi pressure bí Tinubu ṣe fẹ́ resolve problem àwọn South East àrí onídàbàrú lẹ́nìí àròlé Odùduwà òun like àwọn Biafra yẹn I can tell kí ni ẹ̀kan kọ síbẹ̀ so I have had this name since 1997 and find it out to change it. However, I am honorable individual from Ijebuland who wants the homogeneous nation for our people, whereby we can soar to height. Yeah, mo kàn dá para pẹ̀lú yín mà ni. You know, grandma mi ma ní 419 times 2. Call on phone Kalaja. So, you know what? The future that people are thinking in that country called Nigeria, future is late. Even taba dúró for another 30 years. Mati dàgbà gan nígbà yẹn o. Hey, 30 years. Mati wà níbi 80 something years old. Èmi náà ti máa dé stage àwọn bàbá Akintoye. 30 years from now nínú Nigeria. Wà lágbára o. Ṣé màá wà London àbí màá wà ní Ìjẹ̀bú Òde? So we are not here to joke. The future of that country is gone. Buhari ò lè tọ́jú eyín ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ní 2023. Okay, ṣé kí ló dé tí kò lè gbé doctor ẹ̀ wá sí Nàìjíríà? It just shows that ọ̀rọ̀ eyín kọ́ ni Buhari ń treat ní London. I get what mo sọ. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé eyín ni Buhari, tó bá jẹ́ pé eyín ni Buhari ló ń treat, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àwọn fẹsẹ̀ ẹ bá máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ogun kan tó ṣe ogun ló ń lọ ní Ukraine tá à ń rí nísìn ọ̀rọ̀ pé ogun kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1967 ṣé gbogbo wa experience ìtàn ní gbogbo yẹn. Ogun lọ ní Sudan lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn ogun ìgbà yẹn ò lè dàbí tìsín, and you know that, I know that. Ogun tó jà ní 1967 68 69 fọdún mẹ́ta téèyàn 5 million kú kọ́lọ̀ fún ọ̀run kẹ́ gbogbo wọn kò lè dàbí ogun tìsín. Ṣé máa ẹ̀ka máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ogun máa fi dẹ́rù bara wa. Ogun lọ burúkú. What Russia ti destroy Ukraine kò ṣe kékeré. Bọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹni tó wà ní Ukraine bẹ́tà wọ tó ń wò mí. Wàláì. Ogun lọ ní Sudan. So gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ pé ogun ẹ má máa fi yẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ogun ti wáyé. I experience it, but èyí tó journalist kan ṣe kú ní àná mo post ẹ̀. War front ló ti kú. Èèyàn máa kú tẹ́lẹ̀ kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. So pé rí bí ogun ṣe rí ìlọ́lapa orí ẹ lọ sórí Google lọ sórí YouTube type in Ukraine ojoojúmọ́ ló ń jà ìjà Sudan ó sì ń lọ. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa fi yẹn géèjì à ń gbàdúrà pé kó máa dogun, but ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ tá a bá careful excuse me ó máa dogun. Ìdí tó yẹ ṣe máa dogun ni pé marginalization yẹn wọ́n close the gap yẹn kàkà kí gap yẹn close ó spread ó dẹ̀ affect the indigenous people. So pé ọ̀rọ̀ ogun yẹn èmi ò fẹ́ máa gbọ́ pé ogun kan èmi ò tí wọ̀ tí mo ti dáyé 1978 lọ bí mi but pé èyí tó bí èyí experience ogun ẹ fẹ́ experience tó àwọn tó wà ní Ukraine sí ni. Ṣé ogun tó ń lọ ní Ukraine sí ṣé kò fẹ́ tó kó tó ìtó wà ní ogun Biafra tẹ́yìn sọ yẹn àárín ní live footage a kàn ń gbọ́ sétí ni ẹ lè fún mi ní live footage ogun yẹn. They are pushing for it in Scotland. Time will tell if the referendum will happen. Okay, time will tell. So kò sẹ́ni tó ń gbàdúrà pé because ogun máa bà nǹkan jẹ́ èèyàn máa kú ni. But tá bá fẹ́ avoid pé kógun máa wáyé, then àwọn representative wa tí wọ́n ò fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ, then over the stage kan nílé listen sí wọn mọ́. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo bí tó ti lọ ń jókòó ní speaker ní house of kiri kan kò ní wà conducive láti jókòó. Kì máa sọ àwọn nǹkan tí tó fẹ́ jáde lẹ́nu mi mo tún gbé padà ni mo kàn tún control ara mi díẹ̀ ni. Àìgbọ́mọ̀ mi torí pé àwọn selfish representative ẹ wá sọ pé kó má ṣogun. Ìbàdàn ní sí ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn, Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn, Ogun state ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn. Kí ló lè máa fẹ́ bí àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ lọ sóko ẹ destroy oko ṣé importation kò ṣeé ṣe kò mí. You know what? I gotta check out. One more time na money time na money no mago no pere wàhálà mo ti yó tí bá tún jẹ́ nǹkan kan mi báyìí nísìn bẹ́kùn ni. If you want to jail, I boy any and I can clean it by now, but I have other things to do. And that shit. But I gotta go now. Because if I joke with social media, damn time I'm sorry. And I'm quick. Wife me let o ti pè mí 7 minutes ìyá mi ọmọ lára ẹ tún calculate time fún ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ nílò òyìnbó o lè check out before the time o ìlú yìí nígbà tó dé pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń sá lọ sílé wọn ni clock in and clock out ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ṣe máa ń clock in ní òyìnbó o lè cheat wọn wàá clock in wàá clock out. This is not about weak men, and this is common. Okay, moment and discuss never anyway, because commenting and stable or the screen me on line and out. So anyway, you have a malaradi motion 7 minutes. I'll go with you long. Okay. Oh, I'll go kitchen. You know fast. Okay, you are a man. What the kid wife? Me she bound go to man fast kitchen. Okay, a right lot. Okay, 7 minutes. The kitchen we also from 1 o'clock. Mo reason tí wife mi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ I go to one kitchen man work faster. So jokes apart, nobody was born to this world to suffer. Èmi ò ṣe motivational whatever about one lọ sọ́dọ̀ fella dúró tó yẹ. But one thing is, if we remain in the trajectory mo gbóyin bóyin right tá bá remain pẹ̀lú system tá ń bá lọ system kan là ń bá lọ láti 1999 ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ká tó máa parí ètò ilé mo fẹ́ kó mú dání ṣé gbogbo tí mo ti sọ láti 2 hours yẹn forget it so orí tá bá ń bá lọ pẹ̀lú system tí wọ́n mú fún wa ní 1999 tí system yẹn ò rẹ̀ tí change tí a dẹ̀ sì ń lo system yẹn lọ forget it. Koiki, maybe Buhari came for dental implant ṣé kò wá possible ní Nàìjíríà ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi yẹn ó fẹ́ sọ. Ṣé wọ́n lè gbé doctor yẹn wá sí Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ra gbogbo equipment ṣe bí Buhari ti mọ̀ pé yín dùn òun látọdún mẹ́jọ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa treat ẹ̀ nínú Àbújá ń bẹ̀. Why London? Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ti Buhari náà but mo mọ̀ pé APC line ni Buhari. Just raising up those who make peaceful resolution impossible make a violent approach inevitable. Look, I want us to come on a round table. We don't have to kill each other. We don't have to fight. But I know that it's just a lie. Owó wà ní politics gan. Ìyẹn lẹ́lòmíì náà ṣe ń dúró pé tó bá táwọn ilé bá ṣe tán tí wọ́n bá kú àwa kan á tún wọlé síbẹ̀. So let us remain calm. The way forward is, again, like I said, the world is holding the narrative. Whatever with the power change today, we will have a new, different relationship with the world. Ìlú tá fẹ́ tàn kọ́ fún nílò system Nigeria, and there's also a lot of the IMF is there, International Monetary Fund. Do you think they want Nigeria to break? The World Bank is there. Nigeria is a stakeholder in the world. So all these organizations are very, very powerful in their own. And that is why they are not interested to make Nigeria to break. So, as I leave us again in the hands of Eledumare, share time out here, listen, okay, it could be 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 1 o'clock, I'm ended. So, Lady K, so let us remind ourselves that the 3 minutes. The 1999 Constitution only could get carried in Nigeria. Show me why. No study Constitution here. The waterways, the Ruga ways, the this way. Whether Tinubu Mawa close gap here, we will know. The moment about the débẹ̀ láti 29 tó ti gbé ọ̀pá àṣẹ lé lọ́wọ́ àdárúkọ Buhari mọ́ Tinubu nìkan la máa dárúkọ Buhari di ìtàn àfi ká máa ṣépè fún so bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn kí lè gbọ́ mi sọ mẹ́ẹ̀. Don't forget Koiki, there is no referendum in a bed. Definitely, you're right. Kò sí referendum nínú bed. Well, fi referendum sí the 1999 Constitution. A gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe program kan tó bá máa fi referendum sínú constitution, stages will take. Once referendum is included, then we can opt out. How do we have this referendum? Again, Penny or only the last seconds that man low. All right, anyway. Once referendum is included, then we can opt out. How is a referendum included in the constitution? That's another conversation. In comedy. Way forward here because Tabaniko see referendum. But working hard under NHS is not easy, I know. Sunday, how much I am earning that I will send 90% home. I think get tired. Ma send the wo. I bring our social media. Ikundun, àwọn wà lẹ́sẹ̀, kò lè yàgbẹ́, ojú ẹ̀gbẹ́ ń dùn. This could ain't Nigeria lowo yen, but it is what it is. You know. It's not easy. Referendum is not in the constitution. But Tobafe adopt constitution to mani referendum. Chama ko ma go through different stages. She and one not ma push fun. Ti Southwest ba push fun. Chama accept it. All these are questions. The 1967 war, Biafra war did not get to Yoruba land. BD is saying that. Anyway. And I can look time because motini other engagement. Love you all so much. Moki Mrs. Ella Da Pell. Kolon ko wak beluwa. Wọ́n ní kó wa lọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ogun ní kó wa lọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mr. Sunday mo ti lo time mi pé irú iṣẹ́ ò lè fi gbé fún mi tí mama ẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe overtime nìyẹn. Ẹ rẹ̀ ń sanwó overtime gbogbo overtime tí mo ṣe fún yín ẹ san. Gbèsè ló wà nílẹ̀ nísìn. Tí mo ní kẹ́ sanwó overtime yẹn san salary mi gan nísìn tí san the last salary tá gbà ní Ọ̀ṣun state over 3 months ago. Time up. Thank you so much. Tabani time máa padà wá lálẹ́ ó rà pé mo tètè sùn lánàá mo because a lè padà lálẹ́ àná because mo jókòó báyìí ìyàwó mi ní àbú máa ṣe program lẹ́sùn padà. I woke up around 12 and I wanted to, after Timayegun ṣe tán mo fẹ́ ní àbíkẹ́mi náà kí n kàn ṣe. I just went back to bed. But I might come back tonight, which definitely I'm actually Niger Voices. And that way, I need time láti sọ̀rọ̀. So, 6 p.m. Bí a máa ṣe phone line. But ẹ rántí pé ti Buhari tá máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé on the 23rd ni. Ẹ má gbàgbé. Kàn ní lè ṣe pé lórí Star Radio. But ẹ máa ní right láti opinion yìí. I'm checking out now. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now. Bye. Referendum can never work in Nigeria. Too much corruption. Mommy mi mo pe wa níbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run bá wa pẹ̀lú yín. Ìyá dáadáa, ìyá tó ń tọ́jú Koiki, talking rojú, Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú yín. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Ó dàgọ́ mẹ́fà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Au revoir everybody.